4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. They're off. Off to the races. As bleh. Actually, no, excuse me. That's going to be Fallacy using the Stinger primary to get the first frag. And that's actually a very viable gun on the initial frag or initial spawn because none of the pickups are going to be there. Best you can do is get some vials. So it really comes down to what weapon you spawn by. As got to be careful there, Fallacy. I thought he was going to run into that the green booger, but instead bleh does get the frag with the shot combo and follow-up primary. Nicely done, and he's going to look to position himself to get this first belt, which will spawn at the 9-minute mark. 60-second timer on the belt, so basically, you know, if it's a 10-minute game, it'll spawn at 9 minutes. If it's a 15-minute game, it'll spawn at 14, and bleh knows this. He's actually baiting it. Got to be careful, though, because that combo was not quite a kill shot, but Fallacy forced to back off and concede the belt. Ah, bad move by Fallacy. He was going for a bit of a Hail Mary with the flak secondary, but he exposed himself to that retreating combo from bleh, which basically erased any kind of health he had. And now he is on the run because bleh has a full stack. Well, almost a full stack. He needs to get to 200. He's got 152, 150. Here's the jumper. So he'll close the distance and get the frag as he sees that Fallacy had nothing but a goo gun there. No, the belt spawn is 60 seconds just in general, Sonic. So it's much easier to time now. So it's and it's the same, like for the armor, whatever its respawn time is, it's off the start of the game. I think it's 30 maybe. Shows what I know. Oh, well, actually, yeah, you'll see it on the clock once it respawns, or once they take it. That's another nice thing that Steve added was the power-up timers on the left. Is bleh with a good prediction there, catching Fallacy on the bridge there. And pretty much full control here from bleh, showing good, I guess, just spatial awareness and knowing when to move to pick up the next power up, and also walling off Fallacy from getting to them. So right now he's just kind of, I don't say he's going through the motions, but you know, he's almost on autopilot because he has such a big time stack. He knows he's got Fallacy on his back foot. But at the same time, he has to respect his aim. Just unfortunately, this map is not that conducive to the long-distance hit scan that Fallacy was using on deck. You know, those 4, 5, 6 shock primaries he was stringing in a row. It's not something that you're going to pull off on this map typically because it's a lot easier to cut off the angles. $90 for keg and amp. Gotcha. I was pretty sure that was the case. I just wasn't sure if armor was something weird. Like, I think it was 27 and UT99 or something like that. So, you know, even the timing, I mean, I don't want to say it's been dumbed down, but, you know, it's nice round numbers. A lot easier to do the math on the clock for that than it is to do with the other power, or with the other timings when they're off, like, by 5 or 3 or whatever. bleh wisely getting out of the way of that flak, which can be so devastating now, especially the primary once you get up close. Realizing, you know, one shot pretty much erases his armor and most of his health stack if it's point blank with the flak primary. So bleh playing the dual game, backing off, getting himself restacked on the armor, and honestly, that's not even mostly for his own health, because he's about at full health right now. It's more to keep it out of Fallacy's hands. Just playing the denial game at this point. Looking for the air rocket, and bleh finds it. Great prediction shot, and Fallacy tipping his hat to bleh, saying nice one. got to give it up where credit is due, and that was absolutely a good prediction rocket. And I will, I've said it before, it's almost cliche, not all air rockets are created equal. And that's another one of those special messages or kill rewards that's given out that might be a bit too easy to obtain in certain instances. But that one he shot there had some nice hang time, and he had to throw some good prediction because it was actually, it was a bit of a peak rocket because he was behind the pillar. Oh, rare misstep there by bleh. Flaks himself on the wall in full retreat mode, but still such a huge health advantage, and that prediction rocket hits FALLACY right in the kneecaps as he comes around the corner to hit the rampage. Up by 9 here on a 10 frag run after FALLACY got the initial way back when on the spawn with the minigun. And too much health again for bleh. FALLACY trying to contest that next belt spawn, but he loses the battle, and just like that, bleh will be back stacked. And that's what's so frustrating about playing the dual game type is you can have so many fights like that, so many engagements where you chip away and you chip away and you get him, you know, almost to death, 30 HP, 20 HP, and you die, and he just turns around and restacks on armor, on health, on belt. It can be extremely frustrating. It takes a strong-willed and a patient individual to take your lumps and improve at it. And now, bleh's just going for the circus shots, the Hail Mary flak secondaries. As it's getting pretty close to garbage time, I mean, you can make some runs on Lea, but it's not going to happen against bleh. I mean, 3 minutes left on the clock. Again, double-digit lead. He's had a vice grip on the power-ups. I'm pretty sure he's gotten every single belt, and he's going to get another one right here.
3 minutes remain.
FALLACY forced to concede. I mean, FALLACY's playing smart, and he realizes he doesn't have the equipment or the health to contest. Oh, he had the right move. It was going for the armor, but bleh timed it perfectly. Arrives just before he could pick it up and finishes him off with the pulse, or the link. I always want to call it the pulse. It's the link secondary, but that's another one of those instances where FALLACY has just got to be a little bit frustrated, dare I say salty. Can I get an exclamation point salt in the chat? But yeah, that's just one of those things that, man, another instance where he made the right play, tried to come out of it with the armor, and instead bleh there to spoil the party for him as he hits the dominating with that frag there. Thank you, Cafe. Oh, look at that. Nice little finesse slide into a strafing combo. Catches FALLACY again trying to pick up the armor, but too early to the party this time. You're supposed to be fashionably late, buddy. This bleh will probably continue and try to hit himself some crazy circus shot. I will say, I don't know how many reps bleh has on this map. I don't think he has the kind of reps that someone like Hypno has, because while he obviously has the awareness and the map control, I haven't seen him get too flashy with some of the movement. Now, at the same time, he's also not a player that does that. He's not going to, you know, throw in a bunch of potentially unnecessary wall dodges and rolls and that kind of stuff to throw off his kind of flow, if that makes sense. Whereas, you know, Hypno is kind of used to that high octane, constantly moving, get in your face rockets. There's no way you can get away from the type gameplay. Facial FALLACY, total facial. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Roger that.
Yeah, watching bleh play is an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see him do it a lot more often. I know he's been playing some. He's on a different schedule than me, so he probably plays during the day a bit. I catch him playing CS a lot in the evenings. But he's definitely been playing more UT4 as he's actually started posting some videos, some clips, because he's got a better computer now. and can actually record with shadow play as he does hit the unstoppable. Luckily for Fallacy, the clock's going to prevent the godlike.
4, 3, 2.
A good game. Well played to bleh. Another sound victory for him, and I think one that he will end the night on. Waltz off into the sunset as Poncho whines. Come on, buddy. Exclamation point, Poncho. I don't have the rights to start this map.